There's a saying that goes, if you want something, pursue it to the end and never give up. This perspective, while popular and easily understood, carries with it an invisible pressure we place on ourselves. The philosophy of Stoicism, an ancient ideology, teaches us a different viewpoint. Not everything in life needs to be forced or controlled. Think about the times you've tried to control everything around you to achieve a desired outcome. Perhaps you've given your all, poured your heart and soul into a job or relationship, only to find that the harder you tried, the more complicated and out of control things became. These failures not only exhaust you physically, but also create deep-seated insecurity and disappointment. This doesn't mean you're not good enough or unworthy. Sometimes it's simply because we are forcing life to conform to our will, forgetting that life is naturally a flowing stream. Living a life without forcing things is not easy, especially in a world that constantly demands and imposes standards of success and happiness. However, by applying the principles of Stoicism, you'll discover that life becomes much lighter and more meaningful when you no longer feel the need to control everything. Let me guide you through 10 methods to achieve this, so you can live a more meaningful and peaceful life. These methods will not only help you reduce stress and anxiety, but also allow you to find joy and satisfaction in every moment of life. Before we start the video, as usual, I have a small challenge for you. Watch the video to the end. Don't miss a single part, and then apply what you learned to your life. A week later, come back here and share the changes in your life. Leave a comment saying "Go with the flow" below, so I know you accept the challenge and are ready to explore the profound wisdom of Stoic philosophy. Get ready, because your journey of life discovery starts now. Number 1. Live fully in the present. In Stoic philosophy, living fully in the present is a fundamental principle that helps us find peace and happiness. Marcus Aurelius, one of the renowned Stoic philosophers, once said, "Do not act as if you were going to live tens of years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good." This quote reminds us that time is finite and precious, and only the present moment is truly within our grasp. Living fully in the present means you focus entirely on what is happening now, feeling and experiencing each moment deeply. This not only helps reduce stress and anxiety about the future, but also allows you to enjoy the simple pleasures of daily life. Imagine sitting under an ancient tree, listening to the birds sing, and feeling a gentle breeze on your skin. You can immerse yourself completely in that moment without worrying about unfinished tasks or distant plans. Have you ever sat next to a loved one and realized you were entirely caught up in other thoughts, missing the precious moment at hand? Ask yourself, how many times have you missed simple joys because your mind was preoccupied elsewhere? By living fully in the present, we not only enrich our own lives, but also bring peace and joy to those around us. To live fully in the present, ask yourself, what is happening right now, and how can I enjoy this moment to the fullest? These questions will help you return to the present, reduce distractions, and feel a deeper connection to the world around you. Practice this daily, whether you are eating, working, or simply breathing. Paying attention to each small action will help you appreciate the value of every moment. Start by setting aside a few minutes each day for meditation, calming your mind and returning to yourself. Let go of worries and pressures and enjoy each present moment. Number 2. Understand the impermanence of life. Life is constantly changing, and that change is the only constant. No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river, and he's not the same man. As philosopher Heraclitus once said, emphasizing the continuous transformation of all things. In our daily lives, we often cling to stability, wishing for everything to remain the same. But can we really resist the natural flow of time and change? Impermanence is not just a philosophical concept, but an inevitable reality of life. Think about the times you've tried to hold on to a positive emotion or avoid a negative one. Have you noticed that all emotions, whether joy or sorrow, eventually pass? Understanding this helps us appreciate the present moments and avoid being swept away by anxiety or disappointment. A concrete example illustrating life's impermanence is the change of seasons. Spring brings new life. Summer is full of energy and vigor. Autumn is gentle and romantic, and winter is cold but prepares for a new spring. Similarly, our lives have their own cycles. Everything changes, and it's this change that brings balance and richness to life. Understanding and accepting impermanence helps us become more patient and resilient in any situation. When faced with difficulties, instead of worrying and panicking, we can remind ourselves this is just a part of the journey and it will pass. This way, we can focus on what we can control and do our best. Impermanence teaches us the value of gratitude. When we recognize that everything can change, we begin to appreciate what we have more deeply, even the smallest things in our daily lives. Ask yourself, what can I be grateful for in my life today? The question for us is, how can we live harmoniously with this impermanence? One approach suggested by Stoic philosophy is the practice of acceptance. When we accept that everything happens for a reason, and that we cannot control everything, we will feel more relieved and at peace. Let's move on to the next lesson to understand this better. Number 3, the power of acceptance. Acceptance is not simply about resignation or giving up. It's about having the inner strength to face every situation with calmness and clarity. Epictetus, one of the renowned Stoic philosophers, once said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." The power of acceptance lies in this very ability. Think about a time when you faced a difficult situation. Perhaps it was losing a job, a broken relationship, or a serious illness. Our initial reaction is often resistance, denial, and an attempt to change reality. But have you ever asked yourself, what would happen if I stopped resisting and started accepting? Acceptance is not surrender. It's about understanding the nature of the situation and finding a wiser way to confront it. Acceptance does not mean giving up on dreams or ceasing to strive. On the contrary, it helps us see more clearly what truly matters and realign our goals. For instance, when a job opportunity doesn't come as expected, instead of feeling disappointed, accept that it's part of the journey and continue seeking other opportunities. Acceptance makes us more flexible and resilient in the face of life's changes. It brings inner peace by freeing us from the whirlwind of negative emotions such as anger, anxiety, or fear. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you accepted everything as it is without trying to change or control it? Could you find more ease and serenity within yourself? Acceptance does not make us weak. Rather, it gives us the strength to face every challenge calmly and confidently. Acceptance is not a passive act, but a conscious choice to live more fully and peacefully. It's how we harmonize with the flow of life, facing every difficulty and challenge without being swept into the vortex of dissatisfaction and stress. Challenge yourself, and you will see how the power of acceptance can truly transform your life. Number 4, learn to let go. Learning to let go is one of the core principles of Stoic philosophy, a philosophy that teaches us to live in peace and contentment with life. Letting go doesn't mean giving up everything or becoming passive. It means understanding and accepting that some things are beyond our control. Imagine you are holding a hot stone tightly. You know that if you keep holding on, you will get burned. But if you let go, you will feel light and comfortable. Life is similar. There are pains and difficulties we must learn to let go of to find peace. Have you ever wondered why you hold on to sadness, anger, and disappointment? These negative emotions not only hurt you, but also prevent you from living a happy and meaningful life. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." When we let go of unnecessary burdens, our minds become lighter and freer. This doesn't mean giving up on everything, but rather being selective and holding on to what truly matters. Letting go is a way to cleanse our souls, much like tidying up a room, removing items that no longer serve us to make the space more airy and bright. The act of letting go can be applied to many aspects of life. You can let go of toxic relationships, unrealistic expectations, or worries about the future. You can let go of past mistakes and learn to forgive yourself. Ask yourself, what is preventing you from living a happy and meaningful life? What can you let go of to make room for better things? Learning to let go is not an easy journey, but it will lead you to true freedom and peace. Remember, letting go is not giving up. It is accepting and appreciating what you have. Do you agree with this perspective? If you do, don't hesitate to like the video. If not, comment your thoughts below so we can discuss further. Now let's move on to lesson number 5. Number 5, practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is not just about focusing on what's happening around you, but also being deeply aware of your own emotions and thoughts without judgment. It helps us live fully in the present, reduces stress and anxiety, and thereby achieves peace and satisfaction in life. Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This statement emphasizes that mindfulness helps us control our mind, which is more important than trying to control external factors that we cannot change. Imagine a stressful workday. You come home, your mind swirling with thoughts about work, family, and personal responsibilities. Instead of letting these thoughts control you, take a few minutes to sit quietly, breathe deeply, and practice mindfulness. Ask yourself, what can I do right now to feel more at peace? Practicing mindfulness not only helps relieve stress, but also brings clarity and alertness, allowing you to see things more clearly and calmly. Mindfulness helps us avoid being swept away by negative emotions and external disruptions. When you encounter difficult situations, ask yourself, can I control this? If not, learn to accept and let go. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Practicing mindfulness is not an easy process and requires patience, but the benefits it brings are immense. You can start with simple exercises like deep breathing, focusing on each breath, feeling the air entering and leaving your body. As you do these exercises, ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? What am I thinking and why? These questions help you become more aware of yourself and your surroundings, freeing you from unnecessary worries about the past or future. We've made it halfway through our journey today. Thank you for being here. Your presence shows that you are ready to live more wisely to build a happy and fulfilling life. Please hit the subscribe button and share this video to spread these lessons to your loved ones and friends if you find it valuable. This will be a great motivation for me. Now let's continue our journey. Number 6, use silence effectively. In the modern world, where noise and hustle constantly surround us, the power of silence is often underestimated. However, to a Stoic philosopher, silence is not just about ceasing to speak. It is an art of controlling the mind and emotions. When we listen to silence, we not only hear the sounds around us, but also the voice within our souls. It is then that we can deeply understand ourselves and the life around us. Silence allows us to perceive things more clearly and wisely. Perhaps you have experienced moments when silence helped you find answers to difficult questions, or brought you peace amidst pressure and anxiety. Do you remember the last time you were truly silent and listened to what your heart had to say? A specific example of the power of silence can be seen in conflict situations. Instead of reacting with anger or thoughtless words, silence allows us to step back, assess the situation, and respond wisely. As Epictetus advised, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. By listening more than we speak, we create space for understanding and genuine connection. Ask yourself, when was the last time you were truly silent to listen? What did you discover from that silence? You might realize that silence is not just about stopping speech, but about reaching the deeper layers of the soul, finding peace and wisdom in every moment of life. Silence, in essence, is the most powerful voice of self-control and understanding. We are curious to know, have you recently embraced silence to listen to your inner voice? What new insights have you discovered? Share your stories and profound understandings in the comments. Number 7. Enjoy the journey, not just the outcome. Stoic philosophy teaches that the true value of life lies not in the achievements or the final outcomes, but in the journey we take to reach them. Imagine you are climbing a mountain. The peak is the ultimate goal, but the steps you take along the way are what truly matter. On this journey, you meet new friends, learn from the difficulties and challenges, and appreciate the beauty of nature around you. If you focus solely on the summit, you will miss out on all these precious experiences. The question is, can you find happiness without reaching the peak, but by enjoying every moment of the journey? In life, we are often obsessed with achieving results and forget that the process of getting there is where we truly learn and grow. The experiences, challenges, and even failures are all valuable lessons. When we fixate on the results, we create unnecessary pressure and are easily disappointed when things don't go as planned. But if we learn to enjoy each step, life becomes lighter and more meaningful. So how can you apply this principle to your daily life? Ask yourself, can you find joy and meaning in your daily tasks? No matter how small, can you learn to love the process instead of just focusing on the final outcome? When we start to shift our perspective and enjoy the journey, we discover that life becomes richer and more meaningful. Enjoying the journey doesn't mean we have no goals or don't care about the results. It means we focus on the process, on the daily steps, and on how we live and work. Remember, life is a series of consecutive moments, and each moment is worth cherishing and enjoying. This is the foundation for our next lesson, the lesson on the value of simplicity. Let's move on to lesson number 8. Number 8, find joy in the simplest things. Have you ever wondered why children so easily find joy in the simplest things? A falling leaf, a gentle breeze, or a warm hug from their parents can light up their faces with radiant smiles. With their pure hearts unburdened by life's worries, children teach us a valuable lesson about finding joy in the present moment and in the simplest of things. People often get caught up in the whirlwind of and goals and relentless ambitions. They chase after luxury, material wealth, and power, hoping these will bring happiness and joy. But according to Stoic philosophy, true joy lies in the simplest aspects of life. These small things bring us joy and peace of mind. Stoic philosophy encourages us to focus on the present and appreciate what we have. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." When we stop chasing after distant things and start enjoying each moment, we will realize that the joy is within our reach. The lessons from Stoic philosophy also teach us that finding joy in simple things not only brings happiness to ourselves, but also helps us build better relationships with others. When we appreciate what we have, we become less envious, less comparative, and live more harmoniously with those around us. Take a little time each day to pause, breathe deeply, and seek out the small but meaningful things around you. A good meal, a great book, or simply quiet time with family and friends. Remember, the richest person is not the one who has the most, but the one who needs the least. By learning this, you also learn gratitude. Let's move on to the next lesson. Number 9, the art of gratitude. The art of gratitude is not just about saying thank you when you receive help, but it's a state of mind. A way of life. It requires us to pause, reflect, and recognize the good things we often overlook. These small things can bring profound joy and satisfaction if we learn to appreciate them. The philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This advice reminds us that happiness doesn't come from achieving grand things, but from recognizing and being grateful for the small, simple things life offers. When you feel stressed or tired, pause and ask yourself, what am I grateful for today? This simple question can help shift your perspective and find joy in the ordinary. A specific example of the power of gratitude is the story of Viktor Frankl, a psychologist and philosopher who survived the Auschwitz concentration camp. In the harshest of circumstances, Frankl found reasons to be grateful, even for the smallest acts of kindness among prisoners. Gratitude helped him maintain his faith and spirit, overcoming the most severe trials of life. Think about your own life. What can you find to be grateful for right now? It could be a good friend, a job you love, or simply good health. By cultivating gratitude, you not only find joy in the small things, but also build a stronger and more peaceful soul. Gratitude is not something distant or difficult to achieve. It is within our reach if we just pause, reflect, and appreciate the good things around us, as the teachings of the Stoic philosophers suggest. Let gratitude be your guiding principle, leading you to a peaceful and happy life. Number 10. Appreciate solitude. The state of being alone in the eyes of many is a negative condition, a fear they always try to escape. But to the Stoic philosopher, being alone is not an enemy to be avoided. but a close friend, an opportunity to delve deeper into oneself. In moments of solitude, we are not disturbed by the noise of the world around us, nor do we have to chase after social pressures or the expectations of others. Instead, we can listen to our own voice, facing our most authentic thoughts and feelings. Ask yourself, when you are alone, how do you feel? Do you feel empty, insecure, or do you find peace and clarity within your soul? The state of being alone gives us the chance to reflect and understand ourselves. It helps us reassess our lives, evaluate our values and goals, and discover what truly matters to us. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." Being alone provides us the space to think, to improve the quality of our thoughts, and thereby enhance the quality of our lives. When we are grateful for solitude, we no longer see it as a punishment, but as a precious gift that helps us grow and mature. Take time for yourself. Seek out quiet moments in your busy life and listen to your inner voice. Try spending an afternoon walking alone, meditating, or simply reading a favorite book. You will find that in solitude you can discover endless inspiration and true peace. Solitude is not an enemy, but a teacher, a friend that helps us find ourselves. Being grateful for solitude is being grateful for life, for the opportunities to understand and develop ourselves. Let Stoic philosophy guide you on this path so you can live a full and meaningful life. In the journey to find happiness and meaning, many people often confuse effort with force. They forget that sometimes letting go is the key to unlocking freedom. www.muji.org. Stoicism teaches us that not forcing things to go our way doesn't mean giving up on our dreams or ambitions. It's about learning to live in harmony with nature, with ourselves, and with life. Take a look at your life and realize that not everything needs to be controlled. Spend time enjoying each moment, embracing impermanence, and knowing that some things are beyond your reach. When you stop forcing things and start living naturally, you'll see that everything will gradually become clearer and easier. Joy and happiness are not destinations, but are found in each step you take in the acceptance and deep understanding of life's essence. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Your presence here shows you are ready to become a true Stoic. If you find this content valuable, don't forget to like the video and share it with those around you. I understand that sometimes it can be difficult to deal with the feeling of emotional neediness and the desire to seek love and affection from others. The pain of feeling like you have to beg for love is deep and real. But I want to tell you something important. Never ever diminish yourself to the point of begging for love. You deserve to have all your relationships flowing naturally and genuinely without needing to force or beg for affection. After all, true love and authentic connections arise spontaneously when you allow yourself to be who you really are. So let's talk about how to cultivate healthy and rewarding relationships where love flows naturally without the need to beg for it. In this video, I want to share with you 10 essential steps to never feel the need to beg for love again and allow all your relationships to flow naturally. 1. Self-sufficiency and confidence. Let's talk about something very important. Self-sufficiency and confidence. I imagine you have been through times when you felt dependent on the approval or affection of others, maybe even found yourself begging for attention or affection. This is something many of us have experienced. But I want you to know that there is a different and more powerful way to live. Think of yourself as the central star of your own emotional system. Just like the sun in our solar system, you have the ability to radiate light and warmth, attracting planets and asteroids into your orbit without needing to chase them. When you place yourself at the center of your emotional universe, you begin to cultivate a magnetic force that naturally attracts people. The key to this is confidence. Confidence is not something you can ask for or demand from others. It is born within you. It is the certainty that you are enough, that your value does not depend on external validation. Imagine how powerful it would be to look in the mirror and see someone you respect and admire, someone who is satisfied with who they are, regardless of others' opinions. When you develop this confidence, you become irresistibly attractive. People are naturally drawn to those who exude security and self-sufficiency, not because you need them to feel complete, but because they see in you a strength they themselves wish to have. You become a beacon, guiding and inspiring others with your light. Remember, self-sufficiency does not mean isolation or arrogance. On the contrary, it is the solid foundation on which you build healthy and balanced relationships. You are not desperately seeking affection or approval because you already feel complete, and this completeness is incredibly powerful. If you are struggling to achieve this confidence, start small. Reflect on your qualities and achievements, recognize your value, and allow yourself to feel proud of who you are. Over time, this practice will transform into unshakable confidence. So be the star of your own emotional system, shine with confidence, and you will see that admirers and true connections will naturally be drawn into your life. You will not need to beg for affection because your own light will be more than enough to illuminate your path and the path of those around you. 2. Nature of love. Let's talk about the nature of love, something that can be so beautiful and at the same time so beautiful, so complicated. I know that sometimes you can feel lost or confused about what true love really is, especially when emotions are intense and feelings are mixed. Think of true love as a garden that needs to be cultivated. It is not something that simply appears overnight. Just as a garden requires care, patience, and dedication, true love also needs to be nurtured and protected. It grows over time with every act of kindness, every moment of understanding, and every gesture of care. The difference between true love and obsession or physical attraction can be subtle, but it is essential to understand it to avoid disappointment and suffering. Physical attraction is powerful and often instantaneous. It is that initial chemistry, the spark that makes your heart beat faster. However, physical attraction alone is superficial and can fade quickly. It is important, but it cannot be the foundation of a lasting relationship. Obsession, on the other hand, is intense and overwhelming. It is when your thoughts are constantly fixed on another person, when you feel you cannot live without them. Obsession is exhausting and often one-sided. It does not allow true love to grow because it is based on possession and the fear of loss, not on mutual respect and care. True love is different. It is deep and develops over time. It is not just about what you feel, but also about what you do. It is a continuous commitment to care for each other, to grow together, and to overcome challenges side by side. True love is patient, understanding, and supportive. It recognizes and values the essence of the other, respecting their individuality and celebrating their achievements. If you have ever found yourself trapped in a relationship of obsession or felt that physical attraction was not enough to sustain a relationship, know that this is something many of us face. The key is to learn to identify these feelings and differentiate them from true love. Allow yourself to cultivate your love like a garden. Invest time and effort, and do not expect it to bloom instantly. Be patient and take good care of this feeling, and it will grow strong and healthy. Understanding the nature of love is a crucial step to finding and maintaining healthy and happy relationships. When you take care of your inner garden and cultivate true love, you build something lasting and deeply satisfying. This brings happiness that goes far beyond the superficiality of physical attraction or the intensity of obsession. So allow yourself to live true love with all its complexity and beauty. Cultivate it daily with patience and dedication, and you will see it flourish, bringing peace and joy to your life. 3. Stoicism and relationships. Let's talk about how the principles of Stoicism can help in choosing a partner. I know that relationships can often bring a mix of intense emotions, confusion, and sometimes even suffering. But I want to show you how Stoic philosophy can bring clarity and tranquility to this aspect of your life. Stoicism teaches us to focus on logic and reason instead of being carried away solely by sentimentality. When it comes to choosing a partner, this is especially important. Passion and emotion are natural parts of relationships, but making decisions based solely on these feelings can lead to choices that are not sustainable in the long run. First, I want you to think about what truly matters to you in a relationship. What are the values and qualities you value most? Stoicism guides us to seek harmony of character and values with our partner. This means looking for someone who shares the same fundamental principles as you, such as honesty, respect, integrity, and commitment. When you base your choices on logic, you are less likely to be deceived by appearances or moments of intense emotion. This does not mean you should ignore your feelings, but rather balance them with a rational assessment of compatibility between you and your partner. Imagine you are building a house. The foundation of this house needs to be solid and stable, made of durable materials. Similarly, a relationship needs a solid foundation of values and compatibility to withstand time and difficulties. If you build your house only with fragile and temporary materials, it will not last. This also applies to relationships based solely on passion or physical attraction. I know it can be difficult when emotions are intense and you feel a strong desire to be with someone. But Stoicism teaches us to look beyond the present moment and consider the future. Is this person someone with whom I can grow and face challenges? Do they have the qualities I admire and respect? Are our values and life goals aligned? By applying these Stoic principles, you will be making a conscious and thoughtful choice. This not only increases your chances of finding a compatible and loving partner, but also protects your emotional well-being in the long run. Remember, seeking a partner based on logic and shared values does not diminish the importance of love and emotional connection. On the contrary, it strengthens these connections, making them deeper and more enduring. You will be building a relationship that is not only a source of joy and support, but also a solid and resilient partnership. As you navigate the world of relationships, keep these Stoic principles in mind. They will guide you to wiser and more satisfying choices, bringing more peace and stability to your life. Logic is not the enemy of love. It is the foundation that allows true love to grow and flourish for personal development. Let's talk about personal development and how every choice you make can help you grow towards the best version of yourself. I know that sometimes it can be difficult to feel like we are making progress, especially when facing challenges and setbacks, but it is important to remember that every step you take, every decision you make is shaping your path and your relationships. First, I want you to think about who you really want to be, not just in a professional or material sense, but in terms of character, values, and impact on the world around you. Personal development begins with this clear vision of your ideal self. This is the North Star that will guide your actions and decisions. Now understand that every choice you make, no matter how small it may seem, contributes to shaping this path. When you choose to be honest in a difficult situation, you are reinforcing a value you consider important. When you decide to invest time in learning something new, you are enriching your mind and expanding your skills. Each of these choices is like a piece of a puzzle that gradually reveals the complete picture of who you are becoming. It can be tempting to focus only on big goals and feel frustrated when they are not achieved immediately. But true personal growth happens in the small daily decisions. It is the constant commitment to your values and goals that over time leads to significant transformation. I know that sometimes it may seem like things are not moving forward. There may be moments of doubt and discouragement, but I want you to know that it is in these moments that real growth happens. Overcoming difficulties and continuing to move forward, even when everything seems against you, strengthens your character and resilience. Every challenge is an opportunity to learn something new about yourself. Remember also that your choices not only shape you, but also affect your relationships. The people around you observe your actions and are influenced by them. When you strive to be the best version of yourself, you inspire and elevate those around you. Your relationships become stronger and more meaningful based on mutual respect and admiration. Therefore, keep making choices that reflect the person you want to become. Invest in your personal growth with the certainty that every step is leading you in the right direction. It may not be an easy path, but it is a path worth taking. And remember, you have the power to shape your future and your relationships through the decisions you make today. By focusing on your personal development, you not only improve your own life, but also create a positive impact on the world around you. Be patient with yourself, and keep moving forward one step at a time towards the best version of yourself. 5. The importance of reciprocity. Let's talk about the importance of reciprocity in relationships and how it can profoundly and positively transform your life. I know you've experienced situations where you felt undervalued or that your efforts were not reciprocated. This can be painful and discouraging, but understanding the true value of reciprocity can change this perspective. Reciprocity is the practice of returning the good we receive from others. It is a principle that goes beyond the simple exchange of favors. It is about creating a cycle of kindness, respect, and gratitude. When you act with reciprocity, you are telling the other person that you value what they do for you and that you are willing to do the same for them. Imagine that you are always offering support, love, and understanding to someone, but never receiving it in return over time. This can weigh you down and make you feel undervalued. Now think of a relationship where both parties are continually giving and receiving support, love, and understanding. This is the power of reciprocity. It strengthens and enriches the bonds between people, creating an environment of trust and mutual respect. Gratitude is a fundamental part of this process. When you express gratitude, you acknowledge the value of others' actions. This not only makes the other person feel appreciated, but also reinforces positive behavior. Gratitude generates more kind actions, creating a virtuous cycle where everyone benefits. For example, if a friend does something kind for you, like listening to you in a difficult moment or helping you with a complicated task, showing your gratitude can be as simple as a sincere thank you or reciprocating in some way. This exchange creates a deeper connection and demonstrates that you value that person's presence and effort in your life. Mutual recognition is also essential. Often we are so focused on our own lives and challenges that we forget to acknowledge the efforts of others. Taking a moment to recognize and value what someone has done for you strengthens this connection and encourages more positive actions in the future. I know it can be difficult when it seems that your acts of kindness are not reciprocated. In these moments, it is important to remember that genuine reciprocity is not about keeping score or expecting immediate reciprocation. It is about cultivating an attitude of generosity and trusting that these good actions will eventually create a positive environment around you. The practice of reciprocity also teaches about balance in relationships. It is not about giving all of yourself until you feel exhausted, but about finding a balance where both parties feel valued and supported. This helps maintain a healthy and sustainable relationship in the long term. So when you find yourself in a situation where you feel your efforts are not being appreciated, reflect on the importance of reciprocity. Ask yourself if there is a way to express gratitude and recognition and seek to build relationships where this principle is mutually practiced. By adopting reciprocity as a central principle in your relationships, you will be cultivating an environment of respect, gratitude, and mutual support. This will not only enrich your personal connections, but also bring a sense of satisfaction and well-being, knowing that you are contributing to a positive cycle of kindness and recognition. ###6 Choosing a partner. Let's talk about choosing a partner, something that is both so important and so challenging. I know it can often be difficult to find someone with whom you truly connect, especially in a world that frequently emphasizes physical appearance. Transcribed, but I want to show you why focusing on inner values and compatibility can make all the difference. Imagine you are getting to know someone new. Physical appearance may be the first thing that catches your attention, and that's natural. But for a lasting and satisfying relationship, it is essential to look beyond that and focus on what truly matters. Values, personality, and compatibility. Inner values are the pillars of who we are. They guide our actions, decisions, and how we treat others. When you choose a partner with values similar to yours, you are creating a solid foundation for the relationship. Think about the values that are important to you. Honesty, respect, compassion, loyalty. Finding someone who shares these values means that you will be aligned on fundamental aspects of life. Compatibility goes beyond shared tastes and hobbies. It is about understanding and respecting how each one views the world, deals with challenges, and celebrates victories. When you are with someone compatible, the differences that arise are easier to handle because there is a basis of understanding and mutual respect. Intelligence and personality are crucial components of a lasting connection. An intelligent partner doesn't just mean someone with academic skills, but someone who is emotionally intelligent, who knows how to communicate their feelings, listen with empathy, and resolve conflicts constructively. A compatible personality means that you can be yourself around this person without fear of judgment, and that their presence brings you peace and joy. Now I know that the pressure from society and even the personal desire to be with someone attractive can be strong. But remember, physical beauty is temporary. It may attract initially, but it does not sustain a long-term relationship. What truly endures are the inner qualities and the emotional connection you build together. A relationship based on appearance can quickly become superficial and unsatisfying. Over time, appearance changes, but values and personality are what really sustain the connection between two people. Focusing on a connection that goes beyond the physical allows you to build a relationship that withstands the test of time and adversity. I want you to imagine a future where you and your partner face challenges together, celebrate achievements, and grow side by side. This type of relationship is based on a deep understanding and mutual admiration that goes far beyond appearance. It is about finding someone who makes you feel safe, loved, and understood, someone who was by your side through the highs and lows of life. So when looking for a partner, ask yourself, what values are most important to me? How do I want my partner to treat me and others? Are we compatible in our life views and how we handle challenges? Does this person inspire me to be the best version of myself? Focusing on these aspects will not only increase your chances of finding a truly compatible partner, but will also bring much greater depth and satisfaction to your relationship. Remember, a true and lasting relationship is built on shared values, compatibility, emotional intelligence, and a connection that goes beyond the superficial. This is what truly matters and what will lead you to a true and lasting love. #7 Overcoming challenges and disappointments. Let's talk about overcoming challenges and disappointments, something we all face at some point in life. I know that dealing with rejections and obstacles can be extremely painful, but I want to show you how acceptance and growth can transform these difficult experiences into opportunities to strengthen yourself. First, it is important to accept what is beyond your control. Often we spend so much energy trying to change situations or people that we simply cannot control. This can be exhausting and frustrating. By accepting that some things are out of your reach, you free up that energy to focus on what you can truly influence, your own actions and reactions. Imagine that you applied for your dream job or declared your feelings to someone you like and received a no in response. Rejection hurts, there's no denying that. But instead of clinging to the feeling of failure or the idea that you are not good enough, try to see it as an opportunity to grow. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? How can I improve and prepare for the next opportunity? Each rejection brings with it a valuable lesson. Perhaps you realize that you need to develop new skills, or that the person or opportunity was not really compatible with who you are and what you want for your life. Use these lessons to improve yourself instead of giving up. It is crucial to remember that rejection does not define your worth. Just because someone or something did not choose you, it does not mean that you don't have incredible qualities. Life is full of opportunities and people who will value you exactly for who you are. Persistence is essential. Every no you receive is one step closer to the yes that truly matters. Do not give up just because something did not work out on the first try. The path to success and to finding what truly makes you happy is often full of obstacles. Those who achieve their goals are those who keep trying, who see each challenge as a chance to grow and improve. Growth after rejection also involves taking care of yourself. Allow yourself to feel the pain, but do not drown in it. Find ways to reconnect with what makes you happy, whether through hobbies, friends, or activities that bring you joy and satisfaction. Strengthen your self-esteem by remembering your achievements and the qualities that make you unique. Moreover, surrounding yourself with positive and supportive people can make a big difference. Friends and family who believe in you can offer the perspective and encouragement you need to move forward. Do not be afraid to seek this support when needed. Acceptance of what we cannot change, combined with a determination to grow and improve, creates a powerful resilience. This resilience is what will help you overcome not only current challenges, but also those that will inevitably arise in the future. Always remember, you have the power to decide how to react to obstacles and disappointments. You can choose to see rejection as an end or as a new beginning, an opportunity for growth, and a step towards your true potential. Do not give up. Use each challenge as a springboard to become the best version of yourself and to get closer to your goals and dreams. I am here to remind you that you are stronger than you imagine. Every time you get up after a fall, you are getting closer to a richer and more fulfilling life. Keep believing in yourself and never stop fighting for what truly matters to you. #8 Historical example of a Stoic relationship. Let's talk about a historical example that can inspire you to understand better how the principles of Stoicism can strengthen a relationship. I want to share the story of Marcus Aurelius and Faustina, a couple who lived in ancient Rome. Together faced many adversities with admirable Stoic partnership. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most respected Roman emperors, was also a Stoic philosopher. His wife Faustina shared a relationship with him based on mutual respect and constant support. They were not only a powerful couple politically, but also emotionally. Let's explore how this Stoic partnership can serve as a model for our own relationships. What makes the relationship of Marcus Aurelius and Faustina so inspiring is how they dealt with challenges. During the reign of Marcus Aurelius, the Roman Empire faced numerous crises, including wars, plagues, and political turmoil. However, Marcus Aurelius and Faustina remained united, facing these challenges with rationality and mutual support. One of the most important lessons we can learn from them is the importance of facing adversities together with calmness and rationality. When you are in a relationship, it is inevitable that problems will arise. It could be a financial difficulty, a health problem, or even daily challenges. The key is how you and your partner choose to deal with these problems. Marcus Aurelius believed in the importance of staying calm in the face of difficulties, a central principle of Stoicism. He and Faustina faced crises with a mindset focused on finding solutions, not on despairing. This does not mean that they did not feel pain or sadness, but that they chose to react to these emotions in a constructive way. Instead of being carried away by panic, they supported each other and worked together to overcome obstacles. Another essential aspect of their relationship was mutual support. Faustina was not just the wife of Marcus Aurelius, but his life partner, someone he could count on in times of need. This support was reciprocal. Marcus Aurelius was also there for Faustina, offering her the same level of understanding and support. This type of partnership, based on reciprocity, is fundamental for any lasting relationship. In his writings, Marcus Aurelius often reflected on the importance of valuing the character and virtue of the beloved person. He saw in Faustina not just his wife, but a companion who shared his values and vision of life. This mutual respect and appreciation of inner qualities is something we can all learn to apply in our relationships. Therefore, when looking for a partner, seek someone with whom you can face life's challenges rationally and whom you can count on for mutual support. Remember that a healthy relationship is not free from problems, but it is strong enough to face them together. Adopting the principles of Stoicism can transform how you face difficulties in a relationship. By practicing calmness, rationality, and mutual support, you build a solid foundation to face any adversity. And above all, value your partner's inner qualities, just as Marcus Aurelius valued Faustinus. Be inspired by their story to cultivate a strong and resilient partnership. Face adversities together with serenity and mutual support. This is the essence of a Stoic relationship and a path to a truly deep and lasting union. 9. Focus on personal well-being. Let's talk about the importance of focusing on your personal well-being, something that is fundamental to your happiness and emotional growth. Understanding how to maintain self-respect, and learning to end toxic relationships can profoundly and positively transform your life. First, I want you to ask yourself, how are you feeling in your current relationship? If the answer involves constant feelings of sadness, frustration, or devaluation, it's time to seriously reflect on this situation. Maintaining self-respect is essential for your well-being. When we are in a relationship that continuously causes us pain, we lose parts of ourselves, our self-esteem diminishes, and our sparkle fades. Maintaining self-respect means recognizing your worth and not accepting less than you deserve. If you find yourself in a toxic relationship where your emotional needs are not met and your partner shows no changes even after sincere conversations, it's crucial to consider the possibility of ending that relationship. It can be scary, but remember that you deserve to be in a relationship that makes you feel loved and respected. Ending a toxic relationship is not easy, especially when deep feelings are involved. However, this decision can be a vital step for your mental and emotional health. Think of it as an act of self-love. By walking away from a situation that hurts you, you are giving yourself the chance to heal and to find someone who truly values who you are. Once you decide to end a toxic relationship, it is important to give yourself time to heal. Emotional wounds need time and care to heal. During this period, focus on activities that bring you joy and satisfaction. Reconnect with supportive friends and family. Engage in hobbies that make you happy, and above all, be kind to yourself. Time has a wonderful power to heal. Initially, it may seem like the pain will never go away, but over time, you will begin to feel stronger and more at peace. Use this time to reflect on the lessons learned and to grow emotionally. Ask yourself, what did this relationship teach me about my needs and boundaries? How can I apply these lessons in the future to build healthier relationships? Growing emotionally also means learning to establish clear boundaries. Knowing how to say no when something does not align with your values or when something hurts you is a sign of strength and self-awareness. These boundaries are fundamental to protecting your well-being and ensuring you are in relationships that nurture and value you. Always remember that you deserve to be in a relationship where there is mutual respect, love, and support. Don't settle for less. By focusing on your personal well-being, you not only improve your life, but also become an example of strength and resilience to those around you. Finally, trust the process. The journey to recover from a toxic relationship and grow emotionally can be long, but every step you take is a step toward a stronger and happier version of yourself. Take care of yourself. Respect your feelings and never stop believing that you deserve the best. I'm here to remind you that focusing on your personal well-being is not selfish, but a necessity. By prioritizing your emotional health and learning to end toxic relationships, you create space for a brighter future full of possibilities. You are strong, valuable, and deserve all the happiness life has to offer. 10. Importance of honesty and genuineness *. I want to talk about something fundamental for building healthy and meaningful relationships: the importance of honesty and genuineness. I understand that it can be difficult to open your heart and be truly authentic in your relationships, but I want to show you how this can bring a profound sense of happiness and well-being. Being authentic means being true to yourself and to others. It's about expressing yourself genuinely without fear of judgment or rejection. When you are authentic in your relationships, you are showing the world who you really are with all your qualities and imperfections. This creates a solid foundation for genuine and meaningful connections. It's understandable that sometimes we may feel pressured to fit certain standards or hide parts of ourselves to be accepted. However, this only distances us from true happiness and fulfillment. True connection can only happen when you allow yourself to be vulnerable and authentic. Seek happiness and well-being through conscious and genuine choices. This means making decisions that align with your values, interests, and needs. When you act according to who you really are, you are building more authentic and satisfying relationships. Remember that honesty is not limited to words, but also includes actions. Be honest with yourself about what you want and need in a relationship, and also be honest with your partner. Open and sincere communication is essential for building trust and intimacy. By committing to being authentic in your relationships, you are creating space for true and meaningful connection. Don't be afraid to show the world who you really are. After all, it is your authenticity that makes you unique and special. So don't be afraid to be honest and genuine in your relationships. Embrace who you are with all your imperfections and let that shine. By doing so, you will cultivate deeper and more satisfying relationships and move towards a life of true happiness and well-being. I hope our conversations on these important topics have been helpful to you. If you identified with any of them or felt that you could apply these concepts in your life, consider subscribing to receive more content like this. The journey of self-development and personal growth is continuous, and I am here to accompany you every step of the way. By subscribing, you will have access to more insights, practical tips, and inspiration to create a more meaningful and fulfilling life. So don't miss the opportunity to invest in yourself and your growth journey. Click the subscribe button below and join us on this exciting journey towards your best self. I look forward to continuing this journey with you. See you soon.